apples. 50 apples. Good apple, bad apple. For the apple of my eye, and a rotten apple. The first apple, bad apple. Next apple, apple. Distinct apple flavor. I have to eat 50 apples, relax. Rump. The widest apple. What a horrible apple. Apple, it's apple. Green apple, very good apple. Good apple, good apple. The apples. Apple, apple tree. Oh, thank you, it's good. Bad apple. This looks like about as apple as an apple could possibly look. And tastes about as typical as an apple could possibly taste. I like apples, this is a good one. Good apple. Apple with an anus. Rump. My personal favorite, and maybe the most expensive apple in the grocery store, apple. It's a great apple. A good apple. Is it female? I am a fan, ladies. It's, this is probably not the best good apple. Here we have an apple. This is a apple. It's, I'm not a good apple. It's a green apple. It's like a green apple. Fantastic apple, the apple of my eye. And I completely forgot what kind of apple it was. So this is definitely the bad apple. Sorry. It's another very typical looking apple, and the flavor's not there. It tastes like apples, not crazy about it. Somebody's clearly made a mistake because we have apple, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be a potato. Nope, there's an apple. Surprising. Apple. A shiny apple, a particularly shiny apple. But I want Jonathan inside of me. Again, doesn't quite taste like an apple. It's apple. And a very prototypical apple. Let's see what it tastes like. Mostly soft. It's okay. It's very much a green apple. It would make for a great apple, but overall, it's apple. Because it's got a green apple-like flavor to it. Apple, apple, apple. This is a good apple. Apple, but let's see what it tastes like. Apple. I think we'll just skip this one. It's a good apple, except for its gross, pervy name. It's a bad apple. To name an apple. Well, with a name like these apples, it better taste good. So I'm learning that apparently you age the fine wine. So it's a bad apple. It's a bad apple. Oh, we've all seen apples, but have we tasted them? Yes. Another cool apple. The skin has more apple skin flavor. I'd call this an apple. Apple. Very, very apple. It's apple. Apple. This is good apple. You've seen the apple, but have you seen the apple? I mean, my immediate visceral reaction indicates that it's a bad apple. Sorry, ladies. Apple. Apple. Distinct appley flavor. Apple. So what we're looking at here better be apple. Apple. An apple. I thought these were apple. It's not. It's apple. The apple. Oh. What the hell? What? This apple is nothing short of that apple. Is the name of this apple. It's a good apple. Apple, however. It's a good apple. A type of apple. An amount of colors and apple. 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 Pineapple. Good apple. If you can crush an apple, Batman. His favorite apple, probably just because this is apple. The apple from the tree of apple. It's awful. Apple. Apples. Apple. Hey yo. Oh. Apple. Apple. This sounds like the apples. For such a complicated apple, this is an apple, and
I don't know the criteria.
Here, you just, I don't know, just tell me, just as a human being, is this apple? Okay. Good apple. Good apple. Hideous! I hate it! Apple, bad apple. Fittingly, the last apple is called Interesting Apple. Help. There you have it, folks. Apples. The apple, for God's sake. It's a crap apple. Apple. This sucks. Apple of an apple. You are a registered sex offender.